Hello and welcome. The Wire has reported today that the BJP received financing from companies which have been linked with terror funding, particularly with Iqbal Mirchi, who is an accused in the 1993 Mumbai terrorist attacks, and has also been a key aide of Dawood Ibrahim. Rohini Singh, the reporter who reported this story, is with us today. So, Rohini, to begin with, just run us through the story. What exactly does the story say?
Yes, Kabir, like you mentioned, we have reported a story today which talks about how the Bharatiya Janata Party has taken a large donation from a company that is being probed by the Enforcement Directorate for allegedly facilitating terror financing. Now, this company, RKW Developers, it is at the heart of an ED probe into the dealings of Iqbal Mirchi, like you mentioned, his properties and facilitating the sale of his properties to two other companies, Millennial Developers as well as Sunblink Realty. Millennial Developers, if you remember, was a company that came under a lot of, scandal, got a lot of attention last month in the run-up to Maharashtra elections because this is owned by NCP leader Praful Patel. And the BJP had really gone to town with it. Amit Shah had said that, the fact that you could do dealings with a company associated with Iqbal Mirchi is an act of treason. The Prime Minister had also said that that's the reason why the victims of the 1993 Mumbai bomb blast did not get justice, because some of these leaders who were ruling Maharashtra at that time were hand in glove with, were doing some Mirchi business. So that those were the quotes that, that were made by the Prime Minister at that time. But now it emerges that in 2014-15, the company which is at the heart of this probe had actually given a 10 crore donation to the BJP.
And so, what is the name of the company? How exactly is it linked to the? Is it also linked to the larger DHFL probe which the ED is undergoing as well?
Sure. So the name of the company, like we've mentioned, is RKW Developers. It is a company that whose director, one of his former directors, Ranjit Bindra, he has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate for facilitating what agency sources describe as terror financing and facilitating this deal, and that apparently he got a brokerage of 30 crores for ensuring the sale of Iqbal Mirchi's properties to these two other companies. And this company, RKW Developers, is believed to be a shell company of the DHFL group. In fact, one of the directors of RKW Developers is one of the Wadwans, the key promoters of DHFL, related to, I think he's the nephew of, the main promoters of DHFL. So all those, facts have also come to light.
And in the DHFL scam as well, where loans were taken by DHFL which were transferred to these shell companies. So there were other shell companies also involved. Have they also been donating to the BJP?
Yes, there is another company along with, as I mentioned, along with Millennial Developers, called Sunblink Realty, that is also been accused by the Enforcement Directorate for buying Iqbal Mirchi's properties. Now, Sunblink Realty has a director who's also a director on a company called Skill Realty, and Skill Realty has given a 2 crore donation to the BJP. In fact, RKW Developers, the company at the heart of the probe, that also has a common director with a firm called Darshan Realty, and Darshan Properties has also given a 7.5 crore loan to the BJP. So it would be interesting to see how a lot of these companies that have been donating to the BJP have some sort of links with companies that are being probed by the Enforcement Directorate.
And just to focus on the links again, so these are allegations which are being made by the government probing agencies, the Enforcement Directorate themselves. They are suggesting that these companies are linked to Iqbal Mirchi.
Absolutely. If you remember the whole of last month and even till early as, the first week of November, we've seen a lot of stories coming out in many newspapers and channels. A lot of discussions have happened. BJP leaders have spoken about it, talking precisely about these companies. The Enforcement Directorate has arrested people, pertaining to these companies. They've given out statements saying that these companies were facilitating terror financing, that they were helping to sell Iqbal Mirchi's properties. So all these allegations have been made by the Enforcement Directorate.
And lastly, to just understand this in a broad view, as Nitin Sethi has broken the story about how the electoral bond scheme, which is an opaque method of financing political parties, how that has come to light. So the information that we have, and this information is also from the transfer that was made in 2014-15. So we have information till 2017. Now, since electoral bond scheme has taken over, Now, is it possible to get this information of who, if for example, if Iqbal Mirchi is funding any political party right now, would it be possible to know now?
I don't think so. Only the government knows, and the government knows, as Nitin's stories have revealed, they know who's funding them. And like you said, we've been able to get out this information, and we've been able to get a fraction of of getting to know who some of these donors were, only because the law at that time mandated that political parties had to declare this to the Enforcement Directorate. However, to the Election Commission. However, around 2017-18. When electoral bonds were introduced, there is complete anonymity. So we don't know whether more companies linked to Iqbal Mirchi are donating to political parties, whether companies that are loan defaulters, whether they're donating to political parties. And I think it's a matter of public interest that the names of donors, people who are buying these electoral bonds, should come out.
So the electoral bond scheme would also be another method to hide these kind of transactions as well, which are coming from dubious sources.
Of course, because it gives complete anonymity to donors. So we don't know. But we do know that in 2014-15, when that anonymity wasn't there, that some of these companies allegedly linked to Iqbal Mirchi and doing business with Iqbal Mirchi were funding the Bharatiya Janata Party, and they'd given donations to the BJP. But we don't know what's happening now because there's anonymity where electoral bonds are concerned.
Thanks a lot, Rohini. So please if you want more details, please do read the story. It's on thewire.in, the website. Thanks a lot for joining us.
To receive instant updates on all videos from The Wire, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. Pay to support independent journalism. Click the link in the description and choose the amount you want to pay.